Hello everyone, my name is CMA Panktiuni. Welcome back to CMA modules. We have already recorded lectures wherein we have completed up to sum number 3. In this lecture, we will be completing sum number 4. Budgeted overheads and cost driver volumes of XYZ are as follows. Cost pool they have given, material procurement, material handling, setup cost, maintenance cost, quality control, machinery. We have budgeted overheads 5,80,000, 2,50,000, 4,15,000, 9,70,000. So what all cost pool is nothing but कौन सा खर्चा और उसके सामने क्या क्या वैल्यू है वो मुझे दोनों दिया है कॉस्ट पूल एंड बजटेड ओवरहेड्स. Suppose I want to go for any I am planning for a Goa trip, so restaurant cost, amusement park cost, entertainment cost, refreshment cost, staying cost, traveling cost. So they are my cost pools. वैसे ही here they have given us material procurement, material handling, setup cost, maintenance cost, quality control, machine as my cost pool. Then we have budgeted overheads, then we have cost driver. So suppose if I go out, okay, so a traveling cost, so that traveling cost is for how many passengers? Say 3 passengers. So 3 passengers will be my cost driver. वैसे यहाँ पे number of orders, number of movements, number of setups, ये मेरा cost driver हो जाएगा. फिर ये हो गया budgeted volume. ठीक है, अभी आ जाते हैं नीचे. The company has produced a batch of 2,600 components of AX15. Its material cost was 1,30,000. Labor cost, so material and labor cost is given to you. Usage activity of said batch are as follows. You have material orders 26, maintenance hours 690, material in movement, inspection, machine hours. Okay, calculate cost driver rates. So first question is to calculate cost driver rates. Let us go for cost driver rates. So what I'll do is I'll note down my cost pool as it is from the question. Okay, let me note it down. So material procurement, then I have material handling, then I have setup cost, then I have maintenance, then I have quality control, then I have machinery. Okay, so here you have 5,80,000, 2,50,000, 4,15,000, 9,70,000, 1,76,000, 7,20,000. Okay, this much is done. So if this much is done, down our now I'll note down my cost driver. So cost driver is for material procurement, it is number of orders. Here luckily they have given us an order only. Material procurement, number of orders, material handling, number of movements, number of setups. But many times, as we saw in our last question, sum number 3, they will not give you an order. You will have to find out logically that number of setups means setup cost, number of admin cost for spare parts means number of spare parts. They'll not give you directly. Here in this question, we are lucky enough they have given us directly. So directly I'm just noting it down. Number of movements, number of setups, maintenance hours, number of inspection, number of machine hours. Okay, so number of orders 1,100, 680, 520, 8,400, 900, 24,000. Okay, now what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to find out cost driver rate. So how to find out cost driver rate? If you see, I'm supposed to divide this 5,80,000, okay, divided by 1,100, then 2,50,000. Same thing we did in our last sum only. Also, what we were doing here we are doing in table form. There we represented in a statement form. Only that is the difference. So you have 2 steps sum. First you find out cost driver rate and then you prepare a balance sheet, cost sheet. So cost driver rate, how to find out? They will give you total cost. They'll give you cost drivers. Budgeted volume for cost drivers, divide them, you'll get cost driver rate. Multiply cost driver rate with your whatever cost drivers, that budgeted volume for respected product, you'll get for that particular product how much cost you have incurred. Okay, so suppose I'm incurring a traveling cost of 30,000 in total. Now there were 3 passengers. So what I'm supposed to do? Traveling cost 30,000 divided by 3 passengers. I'll get 10,000. So per head 10,000, right? So what I'll do, I want to find out per head cost. Okay, per person cost. So traveling cost 10,000. Then eating cost also I'll divide that way, and I'll prepare a cost sheet. So I'll get 1 lakh rupees per person. That way we are doing here also. 4,15,000. Okay, done. So now I have cost driver rates. If I divide this 5,80,000, okay, I'll get my rates. So my rates are ready. Now what I'm supposed to do, I'm supposed to apportion my overheads. Okay, I'm supposed to apportion my overheads. So how I'll apportion my overheads? So for apportionment of overheads, I'll write first material procurement here. Okay, I'll note down all my activities here. Material procurement, material handling, setup cost. Okay, I did that. Now what I have, I'll go for number of orders, number of movements. I'll note down all these things. Okay, now I'll note down my volume also. After this, I'll note down my cost driver rates. Okay, cost driver rates. After this, what I'll do is workings. I'll multiply. See here they have given us maintenance orders 26, maintenance hours 690. So I'll take this and I'll multiply. So I'll get here. I'll write this only 26. 18, number of movements are 18, here it is 25, here it is 690, 28 and 1800. So based on this I did material order 26, maintenance are 690, material movement. So based on this I wrote down here. Okay, now what I'll be doing is I'll multiply this 2 and I'll get my overheads, total overheads. Okay, I'll multiply this 2, I'll get my total overheads. So if I multiply, I'll get my total overheads. So this part is done. I'm ready with my total overheads. Okay, now what I'll do here is I'll prepare a cost sheet. So again, material cost, labor cost. Okay, material cost and labor cost. So this is serial number 1, serial number 2, material, labor. Okay, so material they have given to me in the question. If you see here, the very first line 1,30,000 and 2,45,000. So 1,30,000 I had mentioned in my last question also. Material cost and labor cost they'll give you directly. So if expenses you have to calculate, expenses calculate करके you have to prepare your cost sheet. Your cost sheet will always have 3 elements: material, labor, expenses. Cost में 3 ही element पे काम करना है: material, labor, expenses. So material and labor will be given to you in the question. So this is your prime cost. Okay, if you add this both, you will get your prime cost. To this you add your overheads. Okay, add your overheads. So overheads का details लिखना है. Okay, overheads का details I'll write it down from here. So this part is done, and this expenses I'll take it from here. I got my cost sheet. Okay, so if I total this up, I'll get my total cost. So 5,54,000. It must be 5,54,443. Answer correct. So this is my total cost. I hope you are okay with this sum. Thank you.